The rock cycle.
It's all about erosion.
The rock cycle. The rock cycle is an ongoing process that is occurring very slowly on Earth's surface and within its crust. So it's happening, but it's like turtles. It simply explains that each type of rock is constantly changing forms and that they can all change directly into one another given the right conditions. I'm going to show you this diagram to summarize a visual of how these rocks kind of transform into each other. Okay, we just talked this week about metamorphic and how it morphs and changes. So metamorphic rocks, well, they actually can occur when the sedimentary rocks, the ones in the bottom of the water, right, Rich, get heated up and pressure or pushed together, they actually become metamorphic rocks. And then when these metamorphic rocks melt or cool, they can become igneous rocks, which is close to the magma, remember? And that weathering erosion.
Oh, if I have a little sandcastle here. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. If it was like this, my little sandcastle, right? And it's strong, right? But all it takes is some wind. You see my sandcastle good? Yeah. All it's going to take is some wind or water. Okay. There it is. Come on. Almost. Give me some water. The water would erode this. As the water comes down onto it. Yeah. Either water can take it that way or it's going to rain down and cause this little sculpture here. And the water like that. As things rain, they're kind of wears them down, breaks them apart, or as we learned going the other way, heat them up and push them together. Ouch, ouch. I'll walk over and show you that. Turn them into sedimentary. So the rock cycle means they can hit all three things. Now they ain't gonna hit it this week, people. I don't know if they're even gonna hit it in their lifetimes. It takes time. Slowly. Like you don't notice rocks erode every time it rains. It takes time for them to erode. Let's take a closer look at how rocks can be transformed into one another. In the picture on the next page, you can see how the existing rock, whether it be in the form of sedimentary, metamorphic, or igneous, begins to erode. Erode means like wear down and get weathered due to rain, wind, and other natural processes. The particles from the existing rock get washed or blown away to different areas by flowing water or wind. Oops. Some particles settle at the bottom of the ocean, lakes, rivers, or streams. Ooh, the bottom of the ocean, at the bottom of the lake. Ooh. Some others parts of land. Okay. Picture. So, if there's heat warming it up or pressure pushing it together, you get these sedimentary rocks, and they can get heated up into this metamorphic because they're changed by heated up or pushed together. If you really heat it up, maybe you get that magma again. And that magma, if it cools a little bit, it becomes igneous again. So the heat kind of takes sedimentary to metamorphic to magma. Sedimentary, bottom of the water, bottom of the lake, into metamorphic, into magma, cool a little bit into igneous. Here's a cooler graph maybe to show it to you and what it could look like. Hey, why doesn't someone make this on Minecraft, please? You can see magma cooling and kind of lands right here. The lava comes out and becomes kind of like a rock there when it cools, right? But it's coming from all the way down here. That's pretty far. Igneous rock formation is right around here, around that magma. Goes up mountains. Maybe it goes up, maybe like, I don't know, the water erodes. Erosion is what happens when the water kind of makes things kind of disintegrate a bit. Have you ever noticed like different rocks or like tombstones and stuff, they don't look the same after a while? It's because there's erosion. Things kind of get worn off. That's erosion. So those things are collected and they kind of form down here in the bottom of the lake. Right, Rich? Sediment. Ah, that's why they're called sedimentary. There's sediments at the bottom of the lake. I'll have to go find that in one of my videos. Give all this sediment some heat and pressure. As you can see down here, it's metamorphic rock formation, meaning all this stuff's pushed together, and it becomes that igneous rock down here. And it's also really close to the magma, which is really hot, so that heats it up and makes it change into metamorphic rock as well. The sediment stuff becomes pushed together, metamorphic, melts, becomes igneous, shoot up there, out here, pushed along here, sediment. Sediment gets shoved down into the ground again, metamorphic rock, hot, melts, igneous, shoots back up, la-da-da. That, my friends, is the rock cycle.
You can't tell me this rock right here is not a bunch of different rocks that was kind of like heated and pushed together. This looks like a rock with all these lines. They're just like shoved together.